Company Shop local handicap chase, and the Ellier and Brian's Buck dispute the lead with Eddie Wee racing between them. Randos running 4. Then Daring Run. Behind Daring Run is Hungry Her, and then Omerta. Kemwell next. Behind Kemwell is Thoman Pride. Then Super Furrow over the last towards the rear with It's Tough as they go towards fence number 2. The first ditch. The Ellier disputing the lead with Eddie Wee. 2 lengths down to Brian's Buck third. Randos in 4. Daring Run in 5. Behind Daring Run comes Omerta with Hungry Her alongside. Then Kemwell. Behind Kemwell is Super Furrow. Then Track Scout. Behind Track Scout over the last with It's Tough, and the back marker is Thoman Pride. Running down now towards fence number 3. The Elliot Tom Taff in the lead from Eddie Wee, Anthony Powell in second, and the grey Brian's Buck running third. Randos in 4. Then Daring Run. Behind Daring Run, Omerta. Behind Omerta comes Hungry Her. Kemwell a slight mistake there, doesn't lose too much ground. Then It's Tough and Super Furrow, and in line at the back over the last, Thoman Pride and Track Scout as they straighten up now for fence number 4. The Ellier with the noseband, the leader from Eddie Wee. Brian's Buck running third. Behind Brian's Buck is Randos, and then Daring Run. Omerta the top weight, and John Short towards the near side as we look at them. Then Hungry Her at the 4th. The Ellier in the striped colours from Eddie Wee in second. In third place, Brian's Buck. Then Randos on the far side. They're followed by Daring Run. Behind Daring Run is Omerta. Then Hungry Her. Next is Super Furrow and Kemwell and Track Scout. And then It's Tough. And they're followed by Thoman Pride, and finally over the last, and they're tightly bunched as they come past the stands on the way towards fence number 5. And Brian's Buck on the stand side, on the far side the Ellier, between horses Eddie Wee. Randos running 4. Then Daring Run with Omerta. They're followed by Hungry Her, then Super Furrow. Behind Super Furrow is It's Tough. Then Kemwell. Behind Kemwell comes Thoman Pride with Track Scout on the outside, and back at the tail of the field is over the last as they turn now to face fence number 5. The Ellier is the leader from Eddie Wee and Brian's Buck. Randos on the inside, then Daring Run and Omerta. They're followed by Hungry Her. Behind Hungry Her is It's Tough. All safely over. Slight mistake towards the rear by Track Scout as they start the long run now towards the 6th fence, the first in the back straight. Brian's Buck and Joe Byrne go on from Eddie Wee in second. Then the Ellier. Behind the Ellier comes Randos. They're followed by Daring Run. Behind Daring Run is Omerta. Super Furrow wide of these. Hungry Her taking the shortest route. Then Thoman Pride. And they're followed by It's Tough and Kemwell over the last towards the rear of the field, and last of all at this stage is Track Scout. Starting down the back towards the first of the 6 fences on the far side, and the Ellier on the inside of Eddie Wee and Brian's Buck. Little to choose between that trio. And 4 is Randos, then Hungry Her on the inside, Super Furrow towards the outer, then Omerta, just behind them Kemwell, then Daring Run and Thoman Pride. Over the first down the back, Eddie Wee from Brian's Buck, the Ellier third. They're followed by Randos. Behind Randos, Hungry Her going well on the inner, then Kemwell. They're followed by Super Furrow and then Omerta. Daring Run is next, and behind Daring Run is Thoman Pride. Behind Thoman Pride, It's Tough, then over the last, and finally Track Scout. Less than 12 lengths covering them as they jump the next. Eddie Wee the leader from second place, Brian's Buck. Hungry Her lobbing along there in third. On the outside, Randos on the inner, the Ellier. Then Kemwell. Omerta begins to improve. Then Super Furrow. Thoman Pride is next. Then Daring running over the last, and It's Tough. And finally Track Scout over the second ditch. Eddie Wee, just the leader there from Brian's Buck. In third place, the Ellier. Omerta lost a little ground to that one as they head towards the next 5 from home. Eddie Wee and Brian's Buck from the Ellier third. Hungry Her running 4. Randos 5. Behind these is Kemwell. Then Omerta and Thoman Pride, and over the last one Super Furrow, and then Daring Run. It's Tough, and the back marker is Track Scout as they go towards the 4th last. The Ellier fighting his way back up on the inside to dispute the lead with Eddie Wee. Hungry Her has gone with him. In 4th place is Brian's Buck. The Elliot doesn't jump it too well as they race away from that fence towards the final ditch. Eddie Wee in the lead, but only just from Hungry Her. The Elliot is third, Kemwell 4, Randos 5. Over the last is making ground now on the inside. Brian's Buck has dropped back, then Daring Run and Omerta. They're at the final ditch, 3 from home. Hungry Her is the leader over from in second place. Eddie Wee running third, the Elliot. Then over the last making steady progress alongside Kemwell. A gap then of over 4 lengths to Daring Run, who's making a forward move as they come towards the second last, and Hungry Her has taken it up under Tommy Carmody from Eddie Wee in second, then the Ellier, then over the last. Behind these on the outside, Kenwell. Daring Run is not out of it as they jump the second last. Hungry Heart is the leader from the Ellier in second. Over the last is third, but Hungry Heart has gone 4 to 5 lengths clear as they round the final turn. It's Hungry Heart the leader from the Ellier and over the last one there, followed by Daring Run as they race towards the final fence in this Lee and Company Shop local handicap chase. Hungry Heart in the lead from over the last, the grey. Daring Run running on well on the near side, then the Ellier. Coming to the last, Hungry Heart with Daring Run, and over the last bearing down on them. At the last now, and it is Hungry Heart who jumps it in front, over the last closing on the far side, and then Daring Run on the run in. It's Hungry Heart the leader from over the last, and Daring Run as they race into the closing stages. Hungry Heart the leader, chased by over the last, and Daring Run as they race up towards the finish. Hungry Heart with Daring Run running on the near side, on the far side over the last. Hungry Heart and Daring Run gaining with every stride as they race up towards the line. Hungry Heart on the far side. Hungry Heart just holding Daring Run. Third is over the last, and they're clear of the Ellier. Randos is next. Behind Randos comes Omerta, then Kenwell. Behind Kenwell is Eddie Wee. They're followed by Brian's Buck. Then It's Tough. Behind It's Tough comes Thoman Pride, and then Super Furrow and Track Scout will be the last to finish.